Okay, so let's talk about the food which is a alkaline format for us. Okay, as we see, we will start from the list. Okay, so oatmeal, rye, blackberries, crackers. Okay, so let's understand the crackers in Ayurveda. So crackers, have you seen? Do you know the kind of a little bit process about making the crackers? How they make the crackers?
No.
No, right? So crackers are generally a dried food. Crackers, right? Dry means you understand dry.
Yes.
So the food has to go through the heating agent as well as some aeration and some specific temperature. They have to go so they can remove the moisture.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
They remove the wetness.
Yeah.
Or they remove the, you can say the nourishing quality.
Right.
You can say that, right?
Yeah.
So nourishing quality gets reduced. So it reduces the moisturizer. Who is the moisturizer? Which dosha in the body is the moisturizer? Do you remember?
No, kapha. Sorry.
Lubrication, right?
Yes. Right.
So here what is happening is like we are reducing this and we are increasing this. And what is our problem?
Yeah, the water is the problem.
Vata is the problem.
Yeah.
The dryness is the problem.
Yeah. Right.
So our dryness is the problem. Okay, so I see that crackers and bread and these things here.
Yeah.
Okay, so understand the logics. Okay, and I will give you, I will take a picture and I will send it to you. Okay, so you enjoy the knowledge. Okay, now, so oatmeal, any grains in the normal and any grain in the natural form, I will suggest yes to it. Like the way I told you how to cook your grains and how to cook, how to think about them when you're eating the grains in the food format. You need to understand that food is high in phytic acid, right? These are the sources may be increased in the diet until the next evaluation, which contains high amount of phytic acid. So this is saying yes to the phytic acid as per your chart.
Yeah, but not Ayurvedic.
Okay.
Ayurvedic says
There is a process of cooking the legumes and there is a process of cooking the food in a proper way, so that the acidic levels in the food will not increase the acidic level in me.
Yeah.
And that's why the spices and the herbs, what they do, if you know your body type and if you know your imbalances in the body, then what they do is like they will reduce or they will balance. So the food will act as a nutritional medicine.
Yeah.
The food will be a medicine in that case when you are eating it, and when you are eating, but before eating, when you are cooking it with the awareness.
yes.
And mindful cooking.
Yeah.
Okay? Understood this logic?
Yes.
Now let's come to the other foods. So we have, as we have too much acid in our body and our pH is a little bit out of balance, I see a lot of things which can also be a contributing factor to increase the acid in the body. We are talking Ayurveda. At all, the whole concepts of Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, the food, there are certain tests in the food, they increases the acid in the body, or they increases the fire or inflammation, or they increases the pitta in the body. We do not want excessive pitta in the body because you have so much sensitive gums.
Right.
Your gums are bleeding, almost like
They look like they are, yeah.
they are almost ready, like they look very dark red.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here, and the way you gave me all these list of your yes to the food, tomatoes. The basic nature of the tomato is,
Acidic.
what do you think?
Acid.
Right?
Yeah.
Tomatoes are simply acidic.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about eating tomatoes?
No.
It says yes in your chart.
Correct. But
It
we're not
says
going
yes
to.
into your food list, what you are offering me.
Yeah.
And what you are telling me. As per Ayurveda, tomatoes, they are going to be acidic in nature. We cannot change the the nature
Right.
of anything. That's the intelligence in the food. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Everybody has a uniqueness in it,
Yeah.
right? Everybody comes with a consciousness. Actually, when you keep the tomato seed, right, in the ground, only tomatoes comes, not the peas doesn't show up, because they have their own consciousness.
Right.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So we cannot, or nature also do not have that ability to change, because everything is meant perfectly to be as it is, to be in the nature.
Yeah.
Okay, so tomatoes are here. Okay, now catfish. Do you eat catfish?
No.
Okay. Chicken.
Well, I stopped.
What do you think about chicken?
Well, since I met you, I stopped eating.
No, but did you
chicken.
understand the logic? Why
Yes, it's the
Ayurveda
energy
says
and and the chicken knows it's going to get killed, and it carries this anxiety and worry and
do you understand the logic?
Yeah.
You're comfortable with it now to understand the logics behind it and then eating now? Okay. So that means when we are talking about chicken here, right, we are talking about nervous system. And we are talking about hormones. Yesterday we talked a lot about these concepts for your condition. Got it? So this is something in your chart: turkey, chicken, tomatoes, oranges, beef. Beef is here also.
Yeah.
And beef. So I will say chicken, beef, catfish.
Are egg whites on there somewhere?
Egg white is there.
So how does an egg white?
I will tell you.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Okay. And turkey. Okay, so they are also going to be a nature. Nature is nature. Our intelligence is intelligence. So in Ayurvedically, when we are talking about this concept, comes in under the logics. So I will explain the logic first. Okay. So Ayurvedic rules there are 3 mental qualities, or the qualities like the mind or mental Prakruti. In Manasa Prakruti is something which is affected by the offerings of the food to the body. Okay, and that is called it as a mental constitution. So we also see body constitution, where we are talking about the what?
About the body constitution?
Yeah. What are the 3 doshas?
Pitta, Vata, and Kapha.
Awesome. You know what I have observed in you? Whenever you talk, the first dosha which comes out of your mouth is always pitta.
I know, not funny.
That's so natural. Like, see, this is how you also subconsciously you're thinking now. If I like any person in an Ayurvedic term, they will come up with vata, pitta, and
That's not
kapha.
funny.
But in your case, I have always observed from the day first. Always comes the pitta first in your mouth. That's
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and they form the physical constitution of the body. Whereas the Sattva, Raja and Tama, Sattva means the stability, Raja means the activity, and Tama means something darkness. Okay, so they also contribute to the forming the mental constitution in the body. So let's see about some of the food and the functions of the food, which are going to create the or manage our mental constitution of the body. So mental constitution in Ayurveda is the key, because mind, then comes the body, and then comes your soul. This is the sequence in this is the sequence in Ayurveda. Is like a I think it's Atma Sharira, Mana Atma Sharira. Mana Atma Sharira. So mind, soul, and anyways, someone is, I had to check one more time, but this is the sequence. They always talk about 3 things together. Mana Atma Sharira, Indriyartha Sanyoga. So mind, soul, body, and sensory organs. So when we are talking about the food, we are talking about something with the sensory wellness.
Okay.
Sensory wellness. Okay, so sensory wellness, if we can think of the three qualities of the mind. We are talking about sattvic food, rajasic food, and tamasic food. So let's see the sattvic food, what Ayurveda says. Okay, or what are the things we should eat which can enhance the sattva in the food? What are the things we can eat which can enhance or which can create the rajasic qualities in the body and tamasic qualities in the body? Okay, so simply just to understand, sattva means something pure. How about this?
Okay.
Rajasic means something which can agitate or stimulate. Simple. Tamasic means something which we are eating, but there is no concept of energy. It's just a dark hole.
Okay.
We are eating it here,
Yeah.
but there is no effect and good effect or good supply to the body. How about that? So got it? Sattva means something clean. Rajasic means something agitating, hot and spicy and kicking food, you know. And then tamasic means something which we are eating, but there is no. It's like a arrogance from the food, or it's like a darkness from the food. That's a tamasic. Okay, so let's see what are the foods in Ayurveda. They can create these qualities, or out of this, which one is sattvic, which one is rajasic, and which one is tamasic. Okay, so sattvic food, which brings the clarity, harmony, and balance. Okay, so in our chart, okay, so Ayurveda is all about bringing the harmony in the body. Everything we are talking and doing and practicing, and maybe you will be following at home, will be everything very, very much mindful about your body constitution, and very much mindful about your current, what you are feeling. Okay, the condition. Okay, so sattvic food, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, sauteed vegetables. Okay, so if we want to see on the western side, salad can be a little bit close to the sattvic. Okay, but salads are not recommended very well in Ayurveda. Only few people and few times of the year, maybe salad will be a good option. Few people and few times of the year. Okay, but salad is not a primary food in Ayurveda at all. Okay, then fresh, a little bit close to the sattvic food is like a kind of a juicing, but Ayurveda doesn't recommend juicing.
Right.
You understood the logic, right?
Yeah.
And I have explained that to you, so I don't have to go again.
Right.
Okay, so little bit close. When you are in a public place, when you are in the social places, and then you can come a little bit close to these concepts. Okay, I know you are not going to eat out now. You are very much, you want to follow this.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so cow and cow products and ghee and milk, they are also considered sattvic in Ayurveda. Okay, now we are talking Ayurveda. We are not talking any other science.
Yeah.
Okay, so cow, milk, buttermilk, ghee, and the dimastum. There is like a different way of using the curd. It's like they are called it as a sattvic food, which can bring the clarity, balance, and harmony in the body.
Okay.
They have mentioned cow, not the buffalo, not the camel, not the donkey.
Right.
Okay, you can get the milk of everyone, because everybody, like all the mammals has the milk, right?
Yeah.
Right? But specifically Ayurveda has mentioned only cows as the topmost. Then comes the buffalo. Then disease wise the milk changes, or the things, the way we use the different milk and urine and all other things, they changes as per the diseases. Okay, but on a general regular wellness of the general wellness, cow's milk is the one of the best milk, supreme milk.
Okay.
So cow's milk. So now ghee concept comes from the cow, and we are talking about that too. Maybe tomorrow we will discuss more about that. Okay. Honey, dried fruits, raisins, figs, dates, Okay, prunes. Okay, prunes is a little bit acidic, that also we will talk about, but these are some of the things which can be a sattvic food. Okay, so you are getting the sattvic concept now. What is the sattva? Clarity, balance, and harmony. So there is a concept of jaggery. Good is the word what we use. Jaggery, have you ever heard about jaggery? No? Okay. I'll get some for you. Okay. It's full of iron, a nice, rich, raw. There is no bleaching. There is no additives. Sugar form. Sugar form. Okay. But it's a raw sugar. Like before the bleaching part.
Right.
It's like a boiled. Have you heard about sugar cane?
Yes.
You know sugar cane?
Yeah. So
did you eat sugar cane?
Yeah, I have.
Where?
My father's a biochemical engineer, and his specialty is fermentation and distillation. So sugar cane was a big thing.
Yeah, and
so we would eat it, the stalk.
That's what I did actually. You know how to eat that? Yeah. That's what my farming is too.
Yeah.
In our farm, we also have sugar cane. It's like you cut, and you start eating. There is no chemicals, there is no fermentation, there is nothing, and that has a medicinal value.
It does. Yeah.
It's the best diuretic in Ayurveda. Alkaline food form. Yeah. Imagine if we can get that on our stores, and we eat that on the daily basis.
I know.
So industry, forget it. Let's try some of the good things what we can do around us. Okay. Along with that, some of the spices what we are going to use for you, which will be, now in our case, we need something nourishing, but at the same time, we do not want the spices which can be hot to you, because you have so much heat in you. Okay. So I will think of that, and I will give you some of that combination.
Awesome.
Okay, you understood why? Because there are spices has different taste, and different taste has different potencies. Every spice has a different potency. So we need to think of that in your case, and the Ayurvedic doctor will know that potency of the herb, potency of the spice, and that will be the good sign for us to use some of the spices to enhance the sattva in you.
Yeah, perfect.
We need to sattva foods and sattva spices. Okay, now you got until now?
Yeah.
So the food, freshly cooked food, is the sattvic food. Do you understand what is freshly cooked food?
Yes, like you pick it and stick it in the pan or whatever you do with it.
But not the pre-made food.
Yeah, right.
The freshly food is the food where we get the ingredients, we do the transformations, and we cook the food. That is called it as a freshly cooked food. Now, food already made, pre-made, which is kept in the freezer or which is kept in the freeze, that is always a different food.
It's bad.
Different food.
Yeah.
Okay? We can't say bad, because that's what we are going to eat. Right? Because of your whatever the way you help yourself, right? We can't say that food is bad, because you will be eating that food. Don't say it bad. Okay? Just praise it before you eat it.
Yeah.
Praise mindfully. Smell it, look at the food, and say, okay, hey food, you are going to heal me, you are going to help me. Because the first thing, you don't cook. The second thing, your chef cooks for you. Third thing, you cook it for 7 days. 5 days, right? 7 days. So she cooks for 7 days, and then you put it in the freeze.
No, and it goes in the fridge.
Fridge, not the freezer.
Yeah, not the freezer.
Fridge. Yeah. But still, it is inside the material, or inside the machine, right?
Yeah.
So that is always considered not sattvic. Yeah. We can just say that it's not a sattvic food.
Right.
Okay. So it's like whatever the way we live our life, it's a little bit different concept. Okay. So that is not the sattvic food. So you understood the sattvic concept now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We will try the best.
Yes, exactly.
We will do the best.
Exactly.
And what we can always do is like modifications,
Right.
Way of looking, way of practicing, way of doing. That is in our hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it?
Yes.
So sattvic food is a quality of the food which induces the energy in the body, which induces the harmony in the body, which induces the nutrition in the body. Good?
Yeah.
Now come to the rajasic food. What is rajasic?
That's
something which is yes. Yes. So rajasic food is like something which is pre-made, canned from the can, from the you can say, where we have the sourness in the food. That means like, vinegar, pickles, yeast, fermentation, making of the bread. So bread comes under that one.
So rough something or other. Yes.
Rajasic. You are getting it. Yes, yeah. Rajasic. Okay. So these are the kind of the food which comes under the process of the under the rajasic concept in Ayurveda.
Yeah.
Canned, sour, pickle, vinegar, fermented, yeast. Do you? I think I will. Yeah, yeast, canned food, old food, can sour food, tofu, paneer. Everybody loves tofu. Everybody loves paneer. Every of my client, except me, everybody eats paneer. My all clients, I love paneer. I love this. Okay. Once in maybe 2 to 3 times in a year, I eat paneer.
Oh wow!
I don't even make paneer. But in a other way, certain time we use paneer also in the medicinal format. Okay. But fermentation and that process we just want to skip for the rajasic. Like we do not want the food which is kind of which promotes that quality, like agitation or stimulation or like too much stimulant to the body.
Yeah,
we want the mind to be stable. We don't want the mind to be irritated or stimulant all the time, because the way we this is for us, we always want to make sure that we do not want the triggers.
Exactly.
Triggers. Okay? Or the stimulants for it. Got it?
Yeah.
Now the tamasic food is like which is giving or which evokes the darkness in the body, which is resistant as well as inertia. And this is the food we need to stop completely. And that what kind of food comes under the tamasic food, which is like, which is not bringing the energy to the body, but we are eating it just to satisfy the body. Energy is different, right? And whatever we are giving, that food supposed to give the prana, or the food supposed to give the energy, or food supposed to give us the satisfaction, the energy, the what do you call it? The strength. Right? So it has to come from the food. Right?
Yeah.
But in that case of tamasic food, we are just eating it, but there is no concept of energy coming out of that food. That's simple. Like we are eating maybe only for the fulfilling the body, but not like nourishing the body. We are eating for the taste. Kind of concept. Yeah. Okay? And this concept, that's where it comes under chicken,
or beef, all that.
Yes. So chicken and beef and our eggs and pork and steak and fish. What else? Turkey, right? You used to eat turkey, steak, and I know you don't do drinks and all of that, like alcohol and addictions, and that is the best thing we have. Like we don't have that problem, right? But that doesn't mean you stopped that very recently, but you did this for a pretty good amount of time before. Okay, so we have to think of that too.
Yeah,
the effects on the body. The body does, like, nothing happens in one day in the body.
Exactly. Yeah,
it happens over and over and over, repetition. Over the period of time, and that's where the the imbalances comes in the body later on. You know, the 6 stages of the disease formation we talked. You remember that?
Yeah.
Accumulation and prakopa and all of that. Okay. So this comes under the tamasic food. So now you understood the mental qualities, the mental constitution, and how the mental constitution or the mind is directly connected to the food.
Yes.
Right? So microwave, old food, staple food, all these contents of the food, coffee, fried food, deep fried food. You know, like nowadays I have some of the clients. You remember that whole thing came in the market like a grilling kind of thing? Have you seen this? Like people that they keep like the chicken or turkey for 48 hours or 72 hours cooking. What do you call that?
Turns on that thing.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that these machines, almost like many of my neighbors has that.
Yes.
I don't know the word. It's kind of a broiler kind of thing, I think.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah,
and they cook for 2 to 3 days in that one. 2 to 3 days. So in Ayurveda, when we cook the food is healthy and nice and good. When you, like, if I cook at 9 a.m. and if I eat it until 12 p.m., then in these 3 hours, the food is sattvic. They have this concept also there. If the food is over 3 hours, it becomes like a rajasic. And if I reheat the food towards the end of the day, that becomes tamasic.
Oh boy, yeah.
Now, how can it is possible for us to follow this much Ayurveda? Right? So see, but the logics are so beautiful. Now we are in the 21st century with the whatever the occupation you had, like a beautiful and stressful occupation. Now you are retired, which is a different thing, but you already had pretty much like a mental job, right? Was that right? Yeah, so mental job, right?
Yeah.
So highly stressed out and using a lot of this. You see, again, we are going here. So we are going through the food here, through the occupation here, through the habits of the food here, with the glamorous life also here. So everything is pretty much you use this part rather than the rest of the body.
Right.
Okay. So understood the sattva, raja, tama, and how the qualities of the food can affect on the mind, and that also affect on the body. Before reaching the mind, it has to affect the physical body.
Yeah.
Because the source of supply of physical body is food, and source of supply of mental body is also food. That's where the gut and brain concept is coming up. Have you seen how many articles are coming up with all this research? And our doctors and our researchers and our scientists are trying hard to prove these connections for our wellness. You know, they are trying very hard to prove all of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are done with this part. Now you gave me that. What is pike? Broiled pike.
It's a fish.
It's a fish?
Yeah.
I never heard. Okay. Pike is and lobster. That's the seafood.
Yeah.
So pike and lobster, I think, I don't know what to say. Yeah. So lean beef, chicken, turkey. What is pheasant?
Pheasant. It's a bird. It's a wild bird.
Wild bird?
Yeah, wild game.
Wild?
Wild game bird. It's a bird.
Like an eagle?
No, smaller and it's like, not like an eagle, but they're smaller.
Small birds, like a crow?
Probably about
or like a
little
cardinal.
bit bigger. Maybe a little bit. No, it's like a little bit bigger than a crow.
Parrot?
No, it's a pheasant with brown, and the males have beautiful colors and a long tail.
Like a peacock?
No, that's too big.
Ostrich?
Way too big.
Way too big. So we are looking for something like a smaller bird.
Something like a crow, but maybe two times the size of a crow at the most.
Oh.
With longer feathers.
Like a geese.
I don't know.
Okay. So pheasant is a bird.
It's a bird.
I never know this. Okay. Yeah. And you are saying pike is a
fish.
Fish. See, I don't know anything, so sorry about if I'm
okay.
asking the details. And what is flounder?
Also fish.
Fish?
Yeah. From the ocean.
So all the fish are from the ocean?
No, some are from
the sweet water.
Sweet water.
Yeah, sweet water. Yeah. Okay, so this is from the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I see, what is mackerel?
Also fish.
Oh.
I know.
And trout?
Also fish.
Oh.
That one's sweet water.
And short ribs?
Some sort of meat.
Meat?
I think it comes from cows. But yeah.
Oh. Okay. Round steak means steak.
Yeah, steak.
That comes from?
Cow.
So we'll talk about only Ayurveda. So
yes.
Alkaline food in Ayurveda, that's called it as a acidic food. So the concept of Ayurveda about this food concept, whatever I explained until now, comes under the Amla Dharmiya and Kshara Dharmiya. Okay, and I will say Kshar means like a kind of acidic, and Amliya, it's kind of more like towards the alkaline. So we will talk about only Ayurveda, the Sattva, Raja, Tama. I don't want to talk about even acid and alkaline. Okay. Now you understood the concept of Sattva and Raja and Tama, or the qualities of the food, and how these qualities of the food affects the physical body.
Yeah.
At the same time, how these same nutrients from the physical body, do you agree that they also nourish the mental channels in the body?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's whatever the notes you gave me, and you told me that this is what you were eating before. Mm-hmm. Now I think like you understood the concepts of crackers and berries and all these meat products and your problem.
Yeah.
So my job is only to guide you Ayurveda. What is the Ayurvedic concept of food and Ayurvedic concept of clean food, dark food, and triggering food.
Yes.
Simple.
Yeah.
Clean food is sattvic food. What is the second? Triggering food. Do we need triggers more?
No.
We don't need triggers more. And what is the third one? Dark food. That means zero value food.
Yeah.
Simple? Okay. Any questions for me?
No.
You are good until now?
Yeah.
Because that all comes to the concept of Agni in the body. You know the Agni? Like we talked about a metabolic fire or the digestive fire in the body. So we talked about that, right? So the whatever we are going to eat, the first thing happens in the body, the sanskaras of the Agni. Digestive power acts on it.
Okay.
Digestive power in the body acts on our food, and that transforms the food which is hard, in the mouth when we put the first bite, right? Like when I'm eating steak or chicken, that's a big thing. But when you chew and chew and chew, you create the bolus, and that bolus is easy to pass. Then it comes into the stomach. Then it gets a lot of action here, and our body tries to make it more accessible to the body.
Yeah.
Then it comes to the next organ. Then in the next organ, the best part gets attracted or supplied into the different channels in the body.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the garbage comes forward, and then the garbage comes out.
Yeah.
Simple. Okay. So if you do not have any question, then we need to understand that some of the rules when you are eating food, I would like you to follow certain rules. And these rules are not too hard and too not doable. They are very simple. But we want the food or the activities which where we are looking for warm foods, because our aim is not to increase the excessive dryness in you. So warm food, nourishing food, will balance the excessive vata in you.
Okay.
What is it? Warm. If you give the cold food, what will happen?
Then it goes in the opposite direction.
Yeah, cold is like a dry.
Yeah.
Like cold is like it is going to increase the coolness in you.
Yeah.
Simple. And that coolness is going to increase or enhance the vata in you.
Mm-hmm.
So we do not want cold.
Right.
We do not want raw. We do not want anything which can aggravate our problem.
Mm-hmm.
So we want always food which is warm and nourishing.
Yeah.
These are the best friends for you.
Okay.
Warm and
nourishing.
Raw, cold, extreme cold, too much breeze, too much AC. We always live into the nice temperature inside, right? That is not really a good option for us. See, this is very important in Ayurveda, that too much air conditioning can also aggravate the problems in the body. Now, how hard it is for us to follow this? It's very hard not to have the AC in the house, you know?
Right, but it doesn't have to be super cold. Right?
Super cold, you know? Everything in the normal is the base.
Yeah.
Everything too much and too less is the problem.
Yeah.
And that is what Ayurveda is. Prakopa and Kshaya. Prakopa means aggravation. Kshaya means depletion or diminished or less. This is where Ayurveda comes in. Everything. See, if I am drinking milk and if you are drinking milk, okay, we both are drinking the milk. So the qualities of the milk are same for in your milk as well as my milk. Okay, but my body type is different than your body type.
Exactly.
My way of living life is different than your way of life. My occupation is different than your occupation.
Yeah.
Right? Then we have to decide, am I doing a lot of sitting job? How much milk I should drink? What is the way of drinking the milk? What are the things I can add so that milk should not bother me, but at the same time it should give me the effects, the benefits.
Right.
That depends from person to person. And that comes under the Prakruti of the person or your unique nature of the body. That's what it is called, it as a body Prakruti. That means the Deha Prakruti, and Manas Prakruti, that means your mind constitution. Okay. So physical constitution of the body and mental constitution of the body, everything changes as per this. In Ayurveda, the first thing you need to understand is Desha, Dusham, Balam, Kalam, Sattva, Satmya, Aharam. This is the logic in Ayurveda. Desha means country. Dusha means your doshas. Bala means your strength. Kala means season. Sattva means your, like what we talked, the energy, the strength, or the mind. Sattva means mind. Satmya means what is your soul food? What are the things which are soul to you, close to you? Soul food, right? Aharam means life, your food. Okay? Yeah. So you see, when we are living like this with this concept, you know, like many times I have observed in my practice that, and it's a good thing. I don't know whether it's a really good thing, but you know, the person in Mexico goes to Thailand and do the cleansing, right? A person in Canada goes to India. A person in America goes to Bangladesh to do the cleansing. Where does this concept of whole basics of Ayurveda is going to come in?
What do you mean, where?
Because Desha, the first thing when you are thinking about the factors that contributes in the line of treatment in Ayurveda, in the line of healing in Ayurveda, or in a line of doing the body work in Ayurveda, or the line of teachings, the food. The person in Bangladesh doesn't know the American food.
Right.
The person in Bangladesh will never know the way of living.
That's true.
See, in my house, I will just talk about my house. My mom's job was only to cook in the morning, afternoon, evening, take care of all our kids, make sure that they are cleaned, they have taken a shower, they went to the potty, they have good clothes, they washed clothes, the discipline, whatever we needed to do. So her journey was making sure that we have some the body discipline, we have some social discipline, and we have some the things and related to the study, whether we are doing it or not. That was the only job she used to do. But her primary job was like cooking the morning food, giving us the lunch boxes. Okay, then when we come home, we are eating the food fresh again, and then towards the end of the day she will again cook the food. So there was no concept of storing the food. Storing the food. Now in my house, I'm American.
So you store some.
I'm American. My mom is pure, like the way she lives very close to the nature. But in my culture, in my American culture, I don't go and buy my vegetables like every day. I don't go buy my vegetables, my milk, We get the milk for a month. We get the food for a month. And then we store, not a month, whatever the week and weekly. I go to this store to get this. I go to Costco just for this thing. I go to the other hair estater only for this thing. I go 4 or 5 different places just to get my weekly stuff. Right? But if we can walk and go and get something like a walkable distance, 15-20 minutes, what a beautiful thing it will be. And that's why I like your area. Because everything is walkable, I think, in your area. It's beautiful. Like I think a lot of people, and the way your nature has preserved in your area, it's beautiful. I miss that. I miss that around me. But I have a trail right in front of me.
So that's good. Yes.
I'm in the mountain actually. You don't know.
You've got the water coming by here.
When it's raining, I hear the sound right in my office. It's like a very soothing and healing. I have deers in my backyard.
Nice. Oh.
They come to eat all the peaches.
They eat all your, oh gosh.
They eat everything. Only we don't get it. They eat our grapes, they eat our peaches, they eat our, everything from the garden. They love it.
Yeah, they're smart. They have
I see, if I like it, they are also going to love it. So it's for nature also. It's our responsibility too. So most of the grapes, I don't know whether squirrel eats it or deer eats it. So who eats it, I don't know. But at least 10 to 15 pounds of grapes, somebody eats. And I don't even get one small bowl.
Oh my goodness.
Not a single small bowl. So this is what Ayurveda says. So see, do the cleansing at a proper place from a proper practitioner.
Oh yes.
Because it's a good thing to have a good knowledge about that community. Now my community is my area. My culture is my place where I'm staying. So in my culture, I can't live the way my mom was living. Or still she lives. Her fridge is empty. And I was like, why do you keep it empty? Because I'm so used to my fridge. Where we have at least, how many fridges we have in our house?
Right. I'm sure you can
1, 2, 3 fridges. No, in my house I have only one. But in our culture, I have observed that from my clients that they have one basement fridge, one first floor, and one top floor. So they have 3 fridges minimum in the house. So that quality of the food is totally different than what we generally see in the food. Every food is a good food. Food is not bad. Only our way of cooking and eating and putting and storing and doing with it is wrong. Every food is good, only depending upon what is your body type, what is your condition, and what is best for you. That is where the variation comes in, and that is where Ayurveda comes in, because you are a very special person. There are no 2 fingers, or there is not a single. You get it? Right? Have anyone almost same like my fingerprint?
Everyone's different.
Then why not? This is what Ayurveda is saying.
Exactly.
And this is a unique. This is the only thing in the world that detects me. Right? Right? Take the fingerprints, right? From the fingerprint, why fingerprint is the unique thing? On passports and every identification, we have the fingerprint. Ayurveda says the same thing. You are so special. Your body is designed only one piece. There is only one piece. You cannot create 10 pieces or 2 pieces.
Right.
Even the triplets or quadruplets or the twins, they don't have the same fingerprint.
Right.
So not even having the same womb, same time, sharing everything, sharing the food from the mother, everything is same. But still that's not similar.
Right.
Then there is not, that's where in my Ayurvedic healing, I try to keep everybody's protocol only for that person.
Perfect.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Because then I am not doing my Ayurvedic healing. If I don't give one paper to my every client. I just teach to every client.
Yeah.
I make them understand their problem. I make them understand what is best for them and what is bothering them and what they should avoid and what they should try, which is helpful for their body.
Yeah.
Did you get it until now?
I did.
So all good with the food concept now?
Yes.
And now eating mindfully. Why there are certain rules in Ayurveda that you should praise your food or you should bless your food before you even offer the food. Whatever is in your culture. My culture is from my area. Your culture is, I think, Dutch is Europe, right? Right?
Yes.
European? High European? The top. Baltic Sea or that area,
no,
right?
below it.
Or below the Baltic Sea. So you bless your meal, whatever your culture tells you.
Yeah.
You know, whatever your family ritual is. But like, and my Christian clients, they also do prayers before eating the food. So that is also very important. Environment, where you are eating the food is also important. Whether it's a toxic friends around us, you know, or whether they are nice friends around us. That also makes a difference.
Oh, sure.
Or the environment in the house itself. If it's closed and dark and there is no fresh air and everything is so closed, like, you know, in our culture we keep everything closed, right? I love to keep it open. I keep my front door open and back door open, and I let the air circulate.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, just for a few minutes early in the morning when there are no people, when nobody is bothering you, you know. Just let the air flow in your house, fresh air.
Yeah.
Not the AC air we are talking. Okay. And after doing all of this, when you are eating the food, why we do not say smoothies and cold drinks, drinks and juicing and smoothies, this is not mentioned in Ayurveda because you are lacking a lot of things in the digestion. You understood? We talked about it, this digestion. Yeah. So you understood that? Now, when you are eating the food, divide your stomach into 4 parts.
Okay.
Now, how can we divide the 4?
Looking at it,
Yes.
4.
Yeah. So, and keep 1 part empty. So eat until that.
Yes, I read that in your book.
It's in my book.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
Did you understood though?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. You read already, so that
I
is
read it on day 1. So
you read it on the day 1.
The whole first book I read it. So that's why I learned to bless the food, turn the television off, no radio. Yeah, I got into that groove.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wish we can share this to many people. You know, when I started writing these books, my intention was to go into the school system.
Right.
And reach out to the school educational system and connect with them and share these to our kids.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't have to see when they were like, you know, I don't want people. So this will be like a kind of seed to them.
Yeah, right.
Good seedling.
Right.
You know, we can teach this concept to them in their early stages of life.
Yeah.
Not like when they are 60s and they are suffering.
Right, because then it's
this is supposed to be a part of our health regimen. You know, not the PT. Always physical exercise is not the only thing. Yes, PT is good. You know, but this is the base for everyone.
Yeah.
So I was, and that's why I started, but then it didn't happen, so I gave up. Because I don't know a lot. Maybe in future I will work hard to happen that maybe in the future, but still not successful to enter into the education system. Still not successful to enter into our big chains like our healthcare industry to bring these concepts of wellness through Ayurveda. It's upcoming.
It's coming,
big thing.
I think,
big thing. And then always chew the food. How many times?
20-something, 23 or something.
How many teeth you have?
I don't know.
32.
Okay.
30 to 32.
Okay, so chew 33 times?
For each bite.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Sorry to say that. That means the concept is like we need to chew it properly.
Yes.
It's not like gulping. Or it's not
Correct.
like watching the television and getting it down with the water and something is helping you.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
So gulping the food. So this digestion is one of the most important key. The first thing for the health, if you want to think Ayurvedically, I will say chew your food. And there is a phrase in our culture that the grandparents will always tell us, chew each bite for 32 times. And now I understand that logic.
Right.
As a growing kid, I never understood why this is chew. Means that means chaun kha. That's how my mom, the elders in the family used to say. Now I understand that why they used to say like this. The logics. So Ayurveda is all about science.
Yeah.
The scientific way of living peacefully and enhancing your own wellness. Okay. So how much water you should drink? Any ideas?
I've always been told to drink half of your body weight in ounces.
Half of your body weight. So if you are, how much is your weight?
I weigh 145.
So let's 145.
Yeah.
So let's say 70 ounces.
Yeah.
So 70 ounces equal to how much liter?
I don't know.
Can we?
I think it's close to 2 liters.
2 liters?
No, maybe more. 1 liter is 33 ounces.
So almost like 3.
Yeah.
3 liter.
66.
Yeah.
2 and a third or something.
Okay.
How much should I be drinking per day?
I don't know. I don't know. Ayurveda says you drink when you're thirsty.
That's good to know. I've always been feeling like I'm forcing myself. I calculate how much to drink.
Many of my clients told me that they drink the water because they have to drink because they have to keep going.
That's what I do. But okay, so just drink as needed. That makes me feel much better. The thought of...
Because water is like dumping your... see, everything what is going from here, right? Everything what you're putting in your mouth, water doesn't come as a water. It comes as a urine.
Mm-hmm.
So what is happening inside the body?
It's all processing.
Thank you. And who is going to do that?
Me.
My Agni. Aham Vaishwanaro. My Agni here.
Yeah.
Is going to do that. So body has to work for everyone. It doesn't say, oh, it's water, you don't need a lot of work. No, body has to work. Whatever we put here.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay. So Ayurvedically, if you are not able to digest the food, if you have too much congestion in your body, if you're struggling with your weight, if you are struggling with a lot of swelling on the body, a lot of edema on the body, a lot of acne and all of these things, a lot of time a reason is like your digestion is messed up. Okay, so just drink what your body needs.
Okay. Yeah.
Ayurveda is all about only you.
Yeah.
So Ayurvedic concept is bringing the awareness for your wellness.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's like retraining the body. Retraining.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Reshaping. That's why on my book I have these tags: resetting, reshaping, rejuvenating. I think that's what I kept in the books, just to think it makes a sense,
Yeah.
that you eat enough to fulfill your body, drink enough to satisfy your thirst.
Yeah, perfect.
Satisfaction.
That makes me really happy.
Satisfaction is important when you are doing this, and you need to keep doing this because Ayurveda is all about your uniqueness. Okay, now let's come to the point of the point where we are talking about what are the timings of the food. What time we should eat the food?
I think I read 7 a.m.
Okay.
Noon, 3 and 6. Is that right?
3 and 6.
Yeah,
okay.
3 and 6, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you write that?
Yeah. So the simple logic is in the nature, right? We always talk about morning, afternoon, evening, right? Everybody in the world, we have one language. Oh, this is a morning time, this is afternoon time, this is the evening time. So it's close to that concept.
Yeah.
So the Ayurvedic morning is very different. That we will talk about that maybe in next session. That all comes under the dinacharya, the lifestyle, the daily routines under that concept. So Ayurvedically, we will talk about that. That's a huge concept, and that will be very good for us to practice because of your teeth problem, your gum problem. Okay, so that is I think that I said like I will talk today, but I think food was very important for us to discuss today, so that you get the ideas about the food concept for yourself, and you can start healing yourself. The very important thing is like there should be a gap. So if I have some clients, they skip their breakfast or they skip their lunch and they directly eat their dinner. Considering I'm saving my 30 minutes and 1 hour, so 1.5 hours, I'm saving in the office hours, and I can go home early and then I can eat the dinner. That is the thing. People think like that way. So they skip everything. And at the end of the day, they eat a huge food. Do you get it, what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, imbalance.
Right? The sun is coming in the morning. Whatever now our sunrise is different. Every country has their own sunrise, right? Our sunrise is like whatever we see at the current time now, and it will change maybe in a month also. So our sunrise is, Ayurveda says that you eat the major food, or the most important food in a day is your lunchtime. So morning is dominated by kapha, afternoon is dominated by pitta. And that's where everybody eats the lunch.
Yeah.
See, throughout the world we do the same thing. Ayurveda's logics are right there. Right? People doesn't eat lunch at 7 a.m. They eat in between 11 to 2 or 11 to 1.
Yeah.
Most of the world. Some skips and eat 3:34. That's a different thing. But most of the people in the world, they eat around that time period. Got it?
Yeah.
So when are you going to eat? Major part of the food?
Lunch.
Best for the body? Lunch. And then also dinner. Can you skip your dinner? You should not. Not in your case, because you're a typical Pitta Vata person. You should not skip, because that will increase the other levels in the body.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any more questions?
No.
Did you get the water? Did you get the food? Did you get the guidelines about the food? Did you get the 3 mental constitutional food concept in Ayurveda? Did you get what is good for us? And what are the list you gave me about your chart of what you are eating on the daily basis? Now we are changing what is not acidic to us.
Right.
And which is not going to increase the acidic level in us. And you are very good with your morning routine and evening routine. So you have such a good thing which I have observed in you. If you are comfortable with this, then I will stop here.
Yeah.
You do not have a concept and no more questions for me?
No.
How much you are understanding?
All of it.
All of it?
Yes, I got it.
By heart.
You make it easily understandable.
Okay. Because I don't want to talk Ayurvedic words here. I want you to talk a simple language where we can connect each other and we can understand each other and we can try to solve your misery, what you are going through.
Yes.
You know, Ayurveda is a very detailed and it's a kind of a whole person healing science. You understand whole person healing? Like the way we said, we talk about yoga, we talk about herbs, we talk about spices, we talk about detox, what we are doing. How many days detox we are doing?
Yeah, right. When is this for? Day 4?
10 days, right?
Yeah,
10 days detox.
Yeah.
And this is our third day?
Fourth.
This is our fourth day today.
Yeah.
So it talks about detox, then it talks about mantra, it talks about japa, it talks about healing through the sound, it talks about chakra, it talks about marmas, it talks about all these cranial, the base of the body, cranium and sacrum. It talks about the whole, yesterday what we learned, the neurology in Ayurveda.
Yeah.
So it talks about your everything. Your everything.
Yeah.
It talks about your the Prakruti wise food. That means what we talked today, depending upon what is best food for your constitution. Okay?
Yeah.
So I think like you're understanding the wholeness now. If you do not have a question, then we will go on the practice of the yoga, therapeutic yoga.
Okay.
Because yesterday, you remember yesterday's whole session? Did you practice?
I did some this morning. But
okay.
I was so tired when I got home last night with eating, and I went to bed early. And
I do not expect any of that. Just like even if you get it mentally and you store them in the heart, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
During the Panchakarma, we do not expect you to do anything else. But if you feel it's beautiful outside, then walk for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Not like 1-2 hours walk I expect from you. During Panchakarma, that's a contraindication.
Okay.
In Panchakarma, see in Ayurveda, when we talk about something positive, we also talk about contraindication. So milk is good for everyone, but there is milk contraindications too.
Yeah.
So every time when we talk about something, there is a proper way of doing it and contraindication for everything. Okay. So if you feel a 10-15 minutes walk, that's perfectly fine. Okay.
Yeah.
But not 2 hours walk during the cleansing program.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yesterday's you remembered all of the practices?
I have to get on the YouTube. I remember some of them. Like I was doing this thing this morning and the whole, some of it I remember.
Okay.
But
so today we will talk about specific muscles in the neck area.
Okay.
There are certain muscles in here and there are certain muscles. So scalenes and capites, these are some of the muscles we need to talk, who are holding our head here. Okay, so we'll do some of the techniques. Today's breathing and today's techniques will be basically the neck part. Okay. We'll manage our neck movements. You want to use the bathroom? Yes. Okay. All right. So friends, we are talking about Ayurveda for mind, body and soul wellness. We have a client who is suffering with tremors in the head. So my client's movement is like this, and that is called it as a Shirogatvat in Ayurveda. And we are talking about the Shirogatvat and we are trying to maintain it through the diet, lifestyle changes, yoga, massages, oil therapies, oil healing, nasya, and some of the Ayurvedic modalities which we will be using to manage her problem. This is Aruna Patki, live for Ayurveda Healing Spa, a doctor of Ayurvedic medicine, board certified from India and a board certified TMB therapist from USA. I am here to share my wisdom of Ayurveda and you for your health and wellness. So if you like this video, please do share this video with your friends and family and tag us so that people can also think about the concepts of the food. I cannot share, but you all can help me to share this knowledge. Thank you so much. Namaste.